How's everything been going this week? I'd love to hear the challenges you face, the great things that have happened, some incredible things that maybe have happened in your calling. So, just make sure that we stay in contact, that you write me or email me. You can even call me and tell me what's going on, and hopefully I can help you in some way. I want to talk to you this week about willingness, and it's something that's been on my mind. This is something that I have seen a lot, dealing with people in their callings. And I will tell you, we've all had the conversation that we'll look at somebody, we're talking to our friends about some star we see on TV that maybe is not that talented, or somebody we hear on the radio and we wonder, wow, that's awful. How did they get there? And we know so many talented people, so many incredible people who haven't gained that visibility yet, and they seem frustrated where they are. That could even be you. But where's the justice in that? Where's the justice that somebody that's so talented people don't hear? Well, it's because the sad thing is, it's not just about talent. It's hardly ever just about talent. It's really not about what you're capable of. It's what you're willing to do. And I've been amazed at the people, the vessels that God has put here on this earth that He wants to sing through or speak through, that hardly anybody will ever see or hear because they're just not willing to do what it takes. And I've made it a habit to not work with people that come to me and the first things they're telling me are how much they're not willing to do, rather than what they are willing to do. And they usually have a big list of what they're not willing to do, and they don't even get to what they're willing to do. But it's what you're willing to do that's going to get you where you need to be. And they're usually like this, I have found, generally out of entitlement or fear. And if it's entitlement, I have to tell you that with entitlement, your disappointment is in direct proportion to your entitlement. If you think you're too good for the work, then you're going to find you're not good enough for the reward, because that reward, it will never come there. You will never realize it. You'll never see it. And if it's fear, which this one's even more common, people are afraid to go out and do what it takes. If it's fear, you're letting a minuscule emotion keep you from the greatness that is supposed to be in front of you, from the things that God has planned for you, and you are stopping your own self just by letting what seems to be, I get it, it seems to be a big emotion. It seems to be something that you just can't overcome. But the fact is, it's so minuscule, it's so tiny, that you'll find when you take the steps to start doing stuff, when you're really willing, that'll dissipate and you'll overcome it, and great things will happen for you. So be willing. Be willing to go hang up those flyers. Be willing to make those booking calls. Be willing to face rejection. Rejection just shows that you're making progress, that you're getting something done. And you are going to be rejected. Some people are going to reject you, but not everybody's going to reject you. You're only going to face the rejection of everybody just by, not calling, because if you don't ask, the answer is always no. So be willing to put in the work that it takes to make your skills better. Be willing to put in that practice. Be willing to work that extra job if that's what it takes to buy the equipment that you need or get the coaching that you need. Be willing that if you need to, let's say, have more dates, more concerts, be willing to just beat the pavement to make that happen. No matter what it is, what these obstacles seem to be, you have to be willing to do what it takes to overcome that. Just be willing. It's your calling. It's your dream. Nobody can do it but you. There are people that will come in later in the picture and will help you, but they will only help people that they see that are out there doing everything it takes. And I even see, artists are always, they're wanting a manager to come in and do these things for them, not understanding that a manager doesn't do half of the things that they think that a manager does, or they want a booking agent, to come in and get them all the dates. And the fact is, a booking agent really doesn't come on board until you have a lot of calls coming in. So you have to be willing to do the things it takes to make that happen. If you're, your calling is with a church, you have to be willing to get out in your community and make people aware of the church. I remember one time we had to go into parking lots and talk to people about God and listen to the things that were happening in their lives, and it was a way to get them in church and get the help they needed. whatever it is, whatever your calling is, you have to be willing to do what it takes to get the result that you're trying to get. And next time, what I want to talk to you about is counting the cost, finding out what it's going to take to do these things that you're wanting to do, and how you will find that out. But then remember this: be willing to do what that takes if you want that result that you say you're seeking, and to show that it's more than talk, because you can do this. It can be more than talk, but you have to put forth the effort. You have to put the work in. And so it starts with your dream, but it's followed up by the work to make that dream happen. So until next time, dream chasers, remember, the world needs you to dream. See you next time. Thanks.